Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems like it's going wrong, only to have something incredible happen when you least expect it? Imagine being a young man with nothing but your dreams, struggling to make ends meet, and then, out of nowhere, you find yourself in the midst of a life or death situation. This isn't just any day, it's the day that changes everything. Meet Ryan, a poor young man with nothing but his courage and kindness. He's been working day and night, trying to survive in a world that seems to have forgotten him. Little does he know that his life is about to take a turn that no one could ever predict. Two girls, bandits, and a secret that could change everything. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. Ryan had always been a dreamer. Despite being born into poverty, he had big aspirations, ones that kept him going even when the world seemed to push him down. But dreams don't pay bills, and every day was a struggle. His job as a delivery driver barely covered his rent, and the future seemed like an endless stretch of uncertainty. It was a regular Tuesday when everything changed. Ryan had just finished his shift and was on his way home, hoping for a little rest before another grueling day. But fate had other plans. The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the dirt roads, and Ryan's only company was the hum of his old motorcycle. As he rode through a narrow alley, something caught his eye. A loud scream, panic, a flash of movement. Without thinking, Ryan slammed the brakes and skidded to a stop. In front of him, two girls were struggling against a group of men, rough, tough-looking bandits, armed with knives and sticks. The girls were terrified and the situation was looking grim. Ryan didn't have much, but he had his wits and his willingness to help. Without a second thought, he jumped off his bike and rushed to their aid. "Hey, leave them alone!" Ryan shouted, his voice trembling but filled with determination. The bandits turned, surprised by the sudden interruption. They sneered, obviously not expecting anyone to challenge them. One of them raised a knife, but Ryan was already on the move. Using the only advantage he had, his speed, he darted forward, knocking the weapon out of the bandit's hand. There was no time for hesitation. Ryan grabbed one of the girls and pulled her behind him, trying to shield her from the attackers. The second girl was still struggling, her cries desperate as the bandits moved in. But Ryan wasn't going to back down. Using his body as a shield, he managed to get between the girls and the attackers, shouting for them to run. "Get out of here! Go! Now!" he urged. The girls didn't hesitate. They bolted toward the alley, leaving Ryan to fend off the remaining bandits. But just when it seemed like the fight was over, a loud bang echoed through the street. The bandits scattered, and Ryan stood, panting, trying to make sense of what had just happened. But he didn't have much time to think. The girls had disappeared, leaving Ryan standing in the street, dazed and confused. Ryan didn't see them again for several days. He returned to his daily routine, trying to push the memory of the encounter to the back of his mind. But life has a funny way of bringing people back together. One afternoon, as he was walking through the city, he noticed two familiar faces in a luxury car, the same girls he had saved from the bandits. His heart raced as they rolled down the window and waved at him. "Ryan, right?" One of the girls called out, smiling warmly. "We've been looking for you." Confused, Ryan approached the car. Yeah, that's me. But how do you know my name?" "We haven't properly introduced ourselves," the other girl said. "I'm Isabella, and this is my sister, Emily." Ryan nodded, still trying to piece everything together. They were the same girls from the alley, but they didn't look like anyone who would be caught up in such a dangerous situation. They were dressed in high-end clothes, the kind of outfits Ryan had only ever seen in magazines. "We owe you our lives," Emily continued. "If it weren't for you, those men would have... well, we don't want to think about it." Ryan didn't know what to say. He was still processing everything. It was nothing, just doing what anyone would have done. "No, it wasn't nothing," Isabella insisted. "What you did for us, it means more than you'll ever know." She paused for a moment, then added, "You saved us, Ryan, and now we want to return the favor." Ryan blinked, unsure of what they were getting at. "I don't understand. You don't owe me anything." "Oh, but we do," Emily said with a smile. "You see, our family, We're not just some random people. We're part of a very successful and wealthy business empire. Our father is one of the richest men in the country." Ryan's jaw dropped. These girls were billionaire daughters. He couldn't believe it. He had just saved the lives of two of the wealthiest people he had ever met, and he didn't even know it. The shock was almost too much to process, but Isabella wasn't done yet. "We've been looking for someone like you, Ryan. Someone with a heart, someone who isn't driven by money or status. You have something rare, and we want to help you." Ryan's mind was spinning. He had just saved two billionaire daughters, and now they were offering to help him? It felt surreal. He had always dreamed of a better life, but he never imagined something like this would come out of it. The girls explained that they had been traveling incognito to get away from their family's world of business deals, meetings, and endless expectations. They had wanted to experience life as normal people for a change, and when the bandits had attacked, they never expected someone like Ryan to be the one to come to their rescue. "We don't need anything from you, Ryan," Isabella said. "We just want to give you a chance, a real chance to change your life." Ryan was speechless. He had never been in a situation like this before. The offer was too big to comprehend, yet here they were, extending their hands to him. "What exactly do you mean?" he finally asked, trying to make sense of it all. "Let us help you get on your feet," Emily said. "We can provide you with a job, training, whatever you need. Your courage and kindness deserve more than this life. You've got potential, Ryan, and we want to make sure you don't waste it." Ryan was overwhelmed. The girls were offering him a way out of his struggles, a chance to build a future he never thought possible. It seemed too good to be true, but the sincerity in their eyes told him they were serious. Ryan's mind raced. Could he really take them up on this offer? Could he trust these strangers, despite everything? He had always been cautious, never wanting to rely on anyone but himself. But this was different. "You really mean it?" Ryan asked, his voice full of doubt. "We do," Isabella replied, nodding firmly. "We believe in you." Ryan took a deep breath, his heart pounding in his chest. He had always dreamed of something better, and now he had the chance to make it a reality. With a steady resolve, Ryan nodded. "All right, I'll take that chance." And just like that, Ryan's life changed forever. From that day on, Ryan's life was nothing like he had ever imagined. The girls kept their promise. They introduced him to people who could help him, gave him opportunities he could only dream of, and soon Ryan was no longer just a poor young man struggling to survive. He was someone with a future. But more importantly, Ryan learned something invaluable that day. It wasn't just about money or success. It was about doing the right thing, even when no one was watching. Sometimes doing something good for others can open doors you never even knew existed. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself in Ryan's shoes, the hero of someone's story, changing the world in ways you never expected. If you enjoyed this incredible story and want to see more amazing content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you and can't wait to bring you more stories of inspiration, kindness, and unexpected twists. Stay tuned for the next incredible adventure.